off we go, off we go. So, January nearly over, but Happy New Year. It's Chinese New Year today. It's the start of the Lunar New Year. It actually goes on into February. I've been reading about it and it's quite complicated. But it is Chinese New Year today, and it is the year of the snake. And snakes, I was thinking about it, they get a really bad rap, don't they? I was thinking about the first snake I could kind of picture in my mind, and is it Khan, the snake that's in the Jungle Book, and they're kind of portrayed as duplicitous and kind of can't be trusted, and they kind of slither around. You think about Harry Potter, the kind of evil can be portrayed as the snake. And we're doing them a great disservice according to Chinese astrological symbols, because the snake is actually very lucky. So it's an auspicious year ahead of us. So the snake is seen to represent wisdom, elegance, and mysticism. And it's known for its ability to pause, observe, and only then move forward with intention and determination. So they're saying the snake doesn't rush, but moves forwards with quiet confidence, waiting for just the right moment to act. So they're actually seen as very thoughtful, very intuitive, that kind of not being reactive, but listening to what is going on, observing what's going on around them. But it gets quite complicated because it's not just the year of the snake, because each Chinese astrological year is defined by 12 zodiac animals. I'm a rooster, by the way, so you can have fun and find out what you are. So we've got the 12 animals, and then it's also defined by its energy, yin or yang, depending on which year it is. And it's also allocated an elemental energy. And in Chinese medicine, they're used as wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So this is the year of the Yin Wood Snake. Okay. So yin, that kind of slower, more introspective, organized energy. Wood is resilience, motivational, inspiring us to pursue our passions and to make positive life changes. So in short, 2025, the year ahead, is said to be a year to slow down, to reflect, trust your intuition, listen deeply to yourselves and others, and honour the beauty and the wisdom found within the cycles of release and renewal, because obviously snakes shed their skin. They leave behind what no longer serves them. They outgrow certain things. So this is said to be a year of transformation, of releasing, of letting go of anything emotional or mental or physical, a burden, if you will, that doesn't serve you anymore. So we're going to tap into that a little bit today. So really just listening to our bodies, listening to whatever is going on today. So we're moving from that kind of inner wisdom as opposed to what we feel we ought to do. But equally, I'm very mindful that it is January. It might be a lovely auspicious year, but it has been pretty mismog of late. And I don't know about you, but I can feel I've been kind of walking around like this, head against the wind and the rain. So we're going to do quite a bit of opening across the upper body just to release and to create some space. So we're going to start lying down today, too. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Pop yourself down on the mat and take a moment to bring those knees, that feels good, up in towards the chest. And just start by having a nice massage of your back against the floor there. So as we begin our nice kind of intuitive flow, a little bit of heart opening, time to let go of anything that might have been bothering us this week. And then we'll keep the knees bent as you bring your feet down to the floor just for a moment. Interlace your hands. Pick up your head. So we're just going to literally lift the head up just a few inches off the floor. You can put your elbows up towards the sky if that feels good. And just very gently start to move your head from side to side and really try and relax the whole weight of the head into that little cradle of your hands that you've created. Little movement side to side. then coming to center, imagine now you very gently want to lengthen your neck. So it's almost a little pulling of the head away from you, really gently, and try and keep that length of your neck as you release the head back down onto the floor. Bring the arms down by the side of the body. We'll do the same with the lower back. So just going to lift your hips up off the floor. And imagine that your kind of pelvic girdle, if you like, is like a little hammock. And not in that wind that we had, but in a very gentle breeze. You're just going to rock your hips from side to side. So your bottom is literally an inch or so off the floor. And really try and let go of your hamstrings. You can kind of grip and hold. So really just relax around buttocks and your hamstrings there as you take a sway. Then again, as you come to center, imagine now that you want to lengthen the tailbone away from you. So as you lower the back down onto the mat, you feel you've created a little bit of space there. Nice. And you might, like me, want to keep your knees bent, rest your knees against each other if that feels good. You might want to stretch the legs out. I'm just going to come up so I can talk to you. And take a moment as you take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, maybe there's something that you can release already. That to-do list, perhaps, that lies ahead of you for the rest of the day or the rest of the week. Just letting that go for this next hour. Might be an emotion that you've been feeling this week. Know about you, but when it gets really windy, I get very agitated. I can't kind of go out for my usual walks, and so I can get quite cabin feverish, so I can feel quite agitated and stressed. So it's a time to relax, to let any of that energy and emotion go. And that kind of mystical nature of the snake war this year ahead reminds us that even in those times of stillness and reflection, we can make progress internally. That sense of reflecting upon what serves us, what we wish to take forwards into the rest of this auspicious year. So just pause for a moment, deepening and lengthening your breath and embracing that yin-like energy, that yin energy of the year, also of winter, that feeling of just letting the body slow down a little bit, taking everything a little bit easier. So letting that energy and that kind of sense of nurturing and intuitiveness inspire your practice today. And if your knees are bent like me, let's stretch the legs out for a moment. You can bring the hands together at your heart so you can interlace your hands and just push the palms straight up towards the sky. So we're beginning to stretch out through the upper back there. Now keep the hands interlaced as you push the palms all the way back behind you. You can start to flex your feet a little bit there if that feels good as well. And then take the arms out to the side. So you're going to let go of that interlace and just arms out level with the shoulders, and then all the way back down towards your thighs. And then finally back up to your heart. So as you inhale, you reach the arms up and back for that lovely full body stretch. And then exhale, a big release as you draw those circles with the arms. And just continuing with that movement now, just beginning to open up some space in the body this morning. Lovely. You might notice some clicks and crunches. Now this next time, as you circle the arms, go ahead and hug your right knee up and in towards the chest. So you give that knee a hug. And then release the leg as you reach the arms up and back, coming to that stretch. And then gather the left knee up and in as you circle the arms back down. And just continuing to move like that, bringing one knee and then the other in towards your chest. Now maybe you just want to stay here, just bringing the knees up one by one. Or we can add on, reaching the arms back. As you bring the knee to your chest, you can bring your nose to meet your knees. You're lifting the head and shoulders up off the floor. And then you stretch all the way back down. And then you swap sides. So if you're bringing your nose up towards your knee, we're keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Keeping that nice long neck. We'll do one more with your right knee. And do one final little squeeze of your left knee. And then we'll all meet in that lovely full body stretch, arms and legs extended. Pause there as you maybe just have a little intuitive wiggle there in the body, maybe slithering around a little bit on your mat, stretching into one side, and then stretching away through the other. And then take a nice deep breath into that stretch. As you breathe out, hug that right knee up and in towards the chest. Head and shoulders stay on the floor this time, so go ahead and lengthen your neck. And just start to twirl your right foot. So just moving the ankle there, getting the joints nice and warm. Circling one way. And then just take that round the opposite direction. Okay. Let's make that movement a little bigger now. So you're going to hold on to your right knee and just start to circle the knee. So we're getting into the hip now. I like to bring my left hand onto the top of my left hip there. So I'm kind of stabilizing through the left side of the body, just that right knee moving one way and then change direction. Let's go around the opposite direction. Nice. And then hugging that knee in towards your chest. You're going to slide that left foot back in towards you so the knee is bent and the foot on the floor. Just hold on around the back of the right leg as you take the leg up towards the ceiling. It's that lovely hamstring stretch. Start to point and flex that right foot there. So again, just check in with your upper body. Make sure that your shoulders are still relaxed, face is still relaxed. And then with a flexed foot, you're going to hook your ankle over the opposite knee and go ahead and bring your arms out level with the shoulders. Okay, so going to press that right knee away from you, really open the hip as you tip both knees over to the right. Come back to center. Now, imagine you want to point that right knee towards your left shoulder. So you're kind of closing the knee in towards you as you tip over to the left. So again, that right knee is leading the way. Inhale to center, open the knee. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center, close that knee, and then all the way over to the left. Let's do one more each way. So we're stretching the inner and the outer thigh there. So pushing the knee out as you come to the right. And this next time we'll pause as you come to the left. So we're pointing the knee toward the floor, maybe using that left hand to draw that knee down a little bit further, reaching up nice and long through the other arm. Where if that knee doesn't touch the floor, mine hasn't reached the floor there. Let's take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, can you again release a little bit deeper into that twist? Just let go. Lovely. Come all the way back through center. Bring that right foot down to the floor. You're going to stretch the right leg out long and hug the left knee up and in this time. And again, we'll just start to circle off that left ankle. Toes moving a little bit one way and then all the way around the other way. Again, getting into the joints. And then right hand on the hip as you start to circle the knee. And so you can take that round in as big or as small a circle as feels right for you today, circling around one way. And then all the way around the opposite direction. That should look quite nice. Lovely. And then we'll hug that knee up and in. Now slide the right foot in towards you so the knee is bent. Hold on around the back of that left leg. Take the leg up towards the ceiling. And this time we'll point and flex the foot. So hopefully you'll feel a nice stretch in the back of the leg there. That's it. And then with a flexed foot, ankle over knee, and the arms come up level with the shoulders. It's going to push that left knee away from you as you come over to the left. And then up to center, pointing that knee towards the right shoulder as you come over to the right. Lovely. Continuing with the breath, inhale to center, then over to the left. Lovely. Back through the middle. And knee comes towards the right side. Let's do one more each way, pressing that knee away from you. And this next time you come over to the right side, we're going to pause, maybe bring that right hand down on the top of your thigh. Oh, the side might feel a little stiffer. Lovely. And then when you find that twist, let's take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, maybe again, you can relax into that twist a little deeper. Oh, roll onto our back. Bring both knees up and in towards the chest and have a little circle there. Lay the knees together, or like me, if you want to get into the hips a little bit, you might circle. You're doing that little breaststroke, legs going around in two different directions, two individual circles, one way, and then whatever you're doing with the legs, let's come around the opposite way. Now you decide how you want to come up and round to seated with the legs extended in front of you. So you can hold behind your legs and roll your way up. Legs straight out in front of you. Nice to see you this morning, Hazel. Let's reach the arms up. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to fold down over. Lovely. Twice more. Slide the hands back up, reaching up. Big breath in. And folding down as you exhale. Lovely. Last time. Inhaling up. We're going to hold in this forward fold. So if your hamstrings feel really tight today, go ahead and bend both knees. Just wrap your hands around the back of the thighs. Easing your way down, seeing how that feels today. Turn around to face you there. Lovely. And then slowly, slowly bring the hands back up towards you. You're going to reach the arms up as you inhale. This time we're going to take a little twist to the right. So both hands just tap down on the side of the body. Lovely. Inhale through the middle. And then we'll twist and turn in the opposite direction. One more each way. Lifting up nice and tall. And then taking that little twist. And last time over to the left side. Okay, coming back to the center, we're going to slide the feet in towards you so the knees are bent. Now you've got the option to keep both feet on the floor, or we're going to lift that right shin so your ankle is level with the knee. Reach the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, left hand to the outside of the leg. Other hand behind you, lifting the chest up as you come into a twist. So it's easy to collapse there, so you try and lift your chest up. Beautiful. Come back through center. We're going to bring both feet down on the floor, reaching the arms up as you inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hands down and option lift one shin or both shins up, coming into a little boat pose. Tap the toes down, inhale. Other shin or both shins. So you decide. We're going to do that twice more. So either going again right, left, or both shins lifting up into that cheeky boat pose. Let's do one more. And lifting up. Lovely. Keep the left shin lifted. Right foot comes to the floor. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring that right hand across the body. Other hand behind you. Using the hand to twist towards the left this time. Sitting up nice and tall. Try not to lean back too far. Leaving the core begin to work. Lovely. Bringing both feet back down. Again, that little boat pose, inhaling up. One shin or both shins coming up. Beautiful. One more time so you can swap the legs. Or lifting both. And this time we're going to pause. So you can hold on behind the knees. Lifting up nice and tall. Or you can reach the arms forwards. Lifting up through the chest. You can straighten the legs if that feels good this morning. Lovely. Now we're all going to cross right ankle in front of left ankle and come to sit down. Cross-legged right leg in front of left. There you go. Can you see me there? Let's take the arms up as you inhale. This time a nice side stretch over to the right. So that left arm's going to come over the top. Lovely. Through the middle. And over to the opposite side. Let's do one more each way. So we're staying nice and grounded through our sit bones. Upper body moving gently from side to side. Last time to the left. Beautiful. We're going to come all the way up and over to the right side. Now pause. Really lovely one to stretch out the lower back. So we're going to drop the shoulders so the thumb is up towards the sky and reach across the body on the diagonal. And then inhale, open the chest. Exhale, we reach across, we tap down. And then inhale, you reach on up. Let's do that one more time. So really try and keep that left sit bone grounded down. Up all the way up. And this time, bring the hand down and sweep both arms in front of you. Coming into that little forward fold, both sit bones drawing back as you lengthen that through the side of the body. Nice. Walk the hands back towards you. We're going to swap those shins over. So you've got left shin in front of right. Reaching the arms up. Coming over to the left this time. And again, that little stretch for the low back. So I'm going to turn the thumb up and reach across on the diagonal. And then inhale, open the chest. Lovely. Twice more. Nice big stretch up for the low back. This is that part of the back that got me last week. Reaching over. I must admit I did lots of these to release it. And the next time, let's bring that right hand down. Sweep the arms in front of you. And come into that forward fold. And this side might feel a little different. Lovely. Now, if your ankles and knees are okay, you can roll over your ankles and come straight over to all fours from there. Or get yourself there nice and safely. Coming into that tabletop position with hands underneath your shoulders and knees under your hips. So go ahead and spread those hands nice and wide. Pressing down into your hands. So again, we're not collapsing in the shoulders there, that part of the body we're going to open today. So as you inhale, I'm going to pull the chest forwards. Arch the back, and then rounding into that cat pose. As you close your eyes here, and moving intuitively, so you decide how big a back bend and arch you want to do with your spine today. Giving yourself more space if you need to across your chest by taking your hands a little wider. This time we'll add on, inhale as you arch the back. And exhale, rounding, sinking bottom back towards your heels. Inhale, we come forwards and up. And rounding back and down. Lovely, let's do that one more time. All the way up. And then all the way down. Okay, we're going to start to add on. So this time as you come up, you're going to take the right leg back and the left arm can reach forwards, or you can tap the fingertips down, coming into that bird dog. Then hand comes down, knee comes down, we come back into that child pose. Other side, left leg, right arm, if you wish. So opposite arm to leg. And come all the way down. Lovely. Inhaling, right leg, left arm. So we're just going to swap sides a couple more times, checking out balance today. Then the left leg. Lovely. And so let's bring the right leg, left arm, up and back. Pausing there now as you reach out. And bend the back knee so the toes are up towards the sky. Turn that left palm away. And reach to the back of your mat. Maybe you stay there. You might be able to catch your foot and push your foot into your hand into your foot. Maybe, maybe not. So if you're holding your foot, slowly release. Let's all come back onto all fours. Settling those hands and knees back down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, rounding into that child pose. Other side, so it's left leg. Right arm, extend, and we pause there. Lovely, bend the knee, turn the palm away from you, reach back. See if you can catch your foot. If not, you're just reaching to the back of your mat as you push your foot into your hand into your foot. Beautiful, team. Slowly release. Bring the hands down. This time, tuck your toes under and sit back, bottom to heels, into that half dog, and maybe you just rock your hips from side to side there. So you're getting a nice stretch out across your feet. Lovely. And then from there, back onto all fours. We're going to try a downward dog. So push those hips up and back and slowly start to pedal out through the feet. Bending one knee and then the other, seeing how that feels this morning. Maybe the hips move side to side a little bit there. Lovely. Start to meander your way to the top of your mat. Taking a little walk forward into that forward fold. When you get there, cradle your elbows if that feels good. Really drape your body over the legs, so let those hammies relax as you sway the body gently from side to side. Just let it all release. Let it go. Let arms dangle in front of you as you roll your way up. Ooh, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up last. Lovely. Take a big reach up. Inhale. Exhaling, hands to heart. So the sun has sadly not been around too much. So let's see if we can create our own sunshine. A simple round of our sun salutes. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, we fold all the way down. Lifting up halfway, breath in. You're going to step back into your downward facing dog. 2 big steps back. Option to come onto all fours or roll forwards to plank as you inhale. This first one, knees down, chest down, hands come nice and wide off your mat, up onto those tented fingertips. Ready for that open-hearted cobra. Inhale as you lift your chest, create that space, and then exhale, roll your way down. Lovely. Twice more. Beautiful. Honor of that snake, his lovely open-hearted cobra. Beautiful one to release the shoulders. Hands under the shoulders this time. Push up all fours. Tuck your toes, bottom to heels, back into that half dog for a moment, stretching out through the feet. Then back up onto all fours, and from all fours we'll meet in downward facing dog. With your downward dog, walk your feet forwards, coming to the top of your mat. You're going to rise on up as you inhale, sweeping the arms up. And exhaling, hands to heart. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, big reach up. And then exhale, we fold, arms nice and wide. Lifting up halfway. And 2 big steps back. Again, it's that downward dog. Rolling the body forwards to plank as you inhale. Again, we'll just use those knees to come down. Now, option hands a little closer towards your shoulders this time. We'll take them wide. As we do those little cobras, if you've got the hands under the shoulders, elbows hug in, and then release. Lovely. So inhale, really pressing the floor away, keeping the neck nice and long, and release down. Lovely. Last time, inhale, coming up, and exhale to release, push back all fours. Again, we'll tuck the toes, half dog momentarily. Maybe again, that little rock from side to side. And then coming all the way back up onto all fours, finding that downward dog, and then walking your feet forwards, coming to the top of your mat. So rise on up. Start to add on, hands coming to heart. Now from there, check your knees, stay on top of your ankles now as we find that chair pose. You push your bottom back, keep the heart lifted. Coming down as low as feels comfortable without the body folding forwards. Maybe you reach the arms forwards. Maybe you bring the arms up by your ears. Beautiful. We're going to straighten both legs as you inhale. And exhale, come back down into that chair pose. Lovely. Twice more. Maybe finding a little bit more depth each time or not, as the case may be. Lovely. One more time. Inhaling up. And then finding that chair pose. Woo! Lovely. Taking a breath in. And as you breathe out, let's fold all the way down. Lifting up halfway. You're going to meet in downward facing dog. This time from your downward dog, bend both knees generously. And as you inhale, step or help your right foot forwards. Go ahead and lower that back knee down to the floor, ready for a low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, we're going to take a nice chest stretch. Cactus the elbows, maybe let the hips sink. Lovely. Sweep the arms forwards and up. Inhale. And exhale, we take that cactus. Oh, that should feel nice. One more time. Big stretch back. Lovely. Inhaling up. This next time, bring the hands behind you. We're going to interlace the hands. Or you can rest the hands on your low back. Tuck those knuckles down. Now you've got the option to stay there, or you can start to lean forwards, chin tucked in, arms might lift up and away from the body. Really firm up through the belly, so you're not collapsing here, you're not leaning on that front thigh. And then reach the arms forwards, upper arms by your ears. Really good one to lengthen the back. Option, tuck the back foot and lift the back knee up off the floor. That's a strong move, so feel free to keep that back knee down. Lovely. If you've got that back knee lifted, let's carefully lower it down. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up, so we're in a twist. Beautiful, reaching that right arm up to the sky. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring both hands down. We'll meet in downward dog or come straight to all fours. Rolling forwards to plank, or you can miss these bits out. Maybe the knees stay lifted this time as you come down onto your tummy. Let's find that cobra as you inhale. We're going to meet in downward facing dog, hips nice and high. Pause there for a moment as you stretch your rib cage back towards the thighs. And bending the knees, let's look forwards. This time left foot, step forward, help it forwards. And we'll lower that back knee to the floor. Lovely. Same as before, let's reach the arms up, inhale. And that nice big cactus with the elbows, lovely. Inhale. And exhale, open up through the chest. Lovely, one more time. Beautiful. Now this next time, reach the arms up. Bring both hands behind you. We're going to interlace the hands. Tug the knuckles down as you open up through the chest. Option to stay there, chest quite high. Or we'll lean forwards, lifting the arms up and away from you. Push the knuckles back. We've got the option to reach the arms forwards. Upper arms by your ears, and maybe you lift the back knee up off the floor, only if that feels good this morning. Lovely. Let's all drop the back knee, right hand to the floor, twisting to the left this time, reaching that arm up, taking that nice breath in, and breathing out. Bring both hands down, we'll meet in downward facing. Your downward dog, walk your feet forwards now, coming to the top of your mat. Rise up on an inhale. And exhaling, hands to heart. Beautiful, team. Adding on, so hands come to heart. Let's take that in breath. As you exhale, coming down into that chair pose. Up in that chair pose, I'm going to reach the arms up. Beautiful. And then straighten both legs. We'll take an inhale. As you exhale, chair pose, but this time the arms swim back behind you like a little ski jump. And then rising on up, inhale. And exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise up. Option, right heel or the knee lifts. You decide how you feel balance-wise. And then coming all the way back down into that little ski jump. Other side, left heel or knee lift. And then come all the way back down. Lovely. So we're going to do that a couple more times. Lifting. And lowering. Lovely. Left leg. Lovely. Reaching the arms up. Inhale. Keep both feet on the floor as you come back into that chair pose. Nice. Take an inhale there. And as you exhale, come down into your forward fold, lifting up halfway. And we'll step back into your downward facing dog. This time from your downward dog, take that right leg up and back. And opening the knees, we're going to drop the heel to your bottom, opening up through the hip. See if you can lift that top knee a little bit higher and pull it back. Really opening up through the hip. Keep pressing your rib cage back towards that standing leg. Then extending the right leg back behind you as you inhale. Step or help it between your hands. Now we're going to set up for a warrior one. So you're going to hop that left foot to the left. Just turn your toes out ever so slightly. So when you rise up, your hips are facing the front of your mat, not a warrior two where we're facing the long edge. That's going to come in a minute. Beautiful. So take a moment as you press down through the outside edge of that back heel, front knee bent, maybe taking the gaze up, soften the shoulders. Lovely, taking that breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to swim the hands behind you. Now, again, option maybe just stay there, hands on your low back. Or again, interlace the hands, tug the knuckles down. Option to stay there, or fold forwards, coming into humble warrior. So you're coming to the inside of that front thigh. Arms lift up and over. If you need more support today, bring both hands onto that right knee and just prop yourself up. Lovely. So we'll let those knuckles pull you all the way back up, reaching the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, it's a bit clumsy as you open up into that warrior two, so you might have to separate your feet a little wider there. So we've got the right knee bent. Lovely. Right arm reaches up and back. Inhale. And right hand or forearm to your thigh as we come over into that side angle. Right now, turn the toes forwards, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, other way. Left knee bends into your warrior. So you're facing the opposite way. Left arm reaches up and back. Inhale. Left hand or forearm to thigh. Up and over. Lovely. Back the way we came, turning to the long edge of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, right foot forwards, coming back into your warrior two. Ooh, it's got you thinking. Hey, right arm up and back. Inhale. Exhale, maybe that right hand comes down a little lower into your side angle. Last time, turn the toes forwards, reach the arms up. Inhale. Facing the back of your mat, left knee bends. Last time, left arm reaches up and back. And maybe coming down towards your shin or your ankle, or resting the hand on your thigh. Lovely. We're going to turn the toes forwards, reach the arms up, pause, and then come straight down into that forward fold, wide leg forward fold. You can rest your hands on your legs, or if your hands are on the floor, that's fine, whatever works for you. And just start to move your hips from side to side. Get a little stretch in the inner thigh there, bumping the hips side to side. Coming to center, walk your hands forwards a little way, so just lengthen off through the chest. Ready for a twist. So we're going to take that right arm up to the sky. Big breath in. And then breathing out. Release back down. Other side. So try and keep your shoulders over your wrists. Let's do one more each way. Right arm reaching up. And then coming down. And then the other side. Last time to the left. Nice. Walk the hands back towards you. Soften the knees as you roll your way back up, reaching the arms up. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, let's come into that warrior two. Right knee bent. Right knee bent. Back where we started. Right arm up and back. And this time, both hands come down. We're going to frame that front foot. Option downward dog or front leg to sky, three-legged dog. You can skip this bit out. Inhale as you roll forwards to plank. Exhale, knees lifted or lowered, you come down onto your tummy. You find your cobra or maybe an upward dog if it feels good. We meet in downward dog. Now I'm just going to turn the opposite way around so I can mirror you. And from that downward dog, this time left leg reaches up and back. You're going to open the hips. You're going to pull that heel towards your bottom, lifting that top knee. So you're peeping underneath that left armpit there. And extend the leg back behind you as you inhale. Exhale, step or help it forwards. Woo, top of the mat. Now hop your right foot out to the right. Remember, hip width apart, ready for that warrior one. Rising on up, so this time we've got the left knee bent. Back heel pressing down. Lovely. And try and drop those shoulders as you really find that strength in your warrior one. Nice, taking an inhale. And as you exhale, hands behind you or just resting on your low back. If you interlace them, maybe you can swap the interlace. You've got the other little finger on top this time. Tug those knuckles down. Option stay there. or you bow down to the inside of that front thigh. Arms lift up and over in that humble warrior. Lovely. Now let those arms pull you all the way back up. Back into your warrior. Inhale, arms lift. Again, it's a little clumsy as you open up into your warrior two. So again, you might have to separate your feet a little ways there. Okay, that little sequence, you're going to turn to the back of your mat ultimately. Left arm reaches up and back to start with. And then we come forwards into that side angle. This is when you turn to the long edge of your mat. Inhale, reach up. And then right knee bend. So just facing the opposite direction in your warrior two. That's it. Right arm. Inhale. Forearm or hand to thigh. As you come over the top. Lovely. Turning to the front of your mat into that wide leg. Lovely. And then left leg bends. I'm getting confused now. Left arm reaches up and back. And then left hand maybe comes down a little lower this next time. Reaching up, turning the toes forwards. Inhale. Last time to the back of your mat. Lovely. Reaching that right arm up. And maybe coming down a little bit lower into that side angle. Lovely. Let's turn the toes forwards, reach up, pause, and then find that forward fold. We come all the way down. And then resting your hands on your thighs or hands in front of you. Again, maybe have that little bump of the hips from side to side. A little movement there. That's it. Now, a little variation. If you don't like this variation of a twist, then you can always do exactly what we've done before. Or you're going to bend that left knee, walk your hands towards the left foot, and take the left arm up towards the sky. So that right leg is bent, is straight. Come all the way back down. You're going to walk over to the right foot. Right knee bends, right arm lifts into that twist. Let's do one more each way. So remember, you can keep both hands underneath you if that feels more comfortable to you. Beautiful. Last time over to the right. And then we come all the way back through the middle. Softening the knees, rise on up as you inhale. Left foot faces forwards back into your warrior two. Left arm reaches up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Option downward dog or front leg to sky. Three-legged dog, you decide. Rolling forwards to plank as you inhale. Again, knees lifted or lowered. You come down onto your tummy. Beautiful. Find your cobra, maybe your upward dog. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. From your downward dog, bring your feet, your knees together. Bend your knees, look forward, and depending on your energy levels, as you inhale, walk, step, or take a little hop to the top of your mat. And exhale to fold. Let's rise on up. Woo! Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Beautiful too. Keeping the hands at the heart, let's find that chair pose. Dropping the hips, reaching the arms. Gonna rise on up as you inhale. And exhale, take that little ski jump again, so we swim the arms back. Right heel or knee lifts up as you inhale. And exhale, we tap down. Lovely. Other side, left leg. So if your balance feels wibbly wobbly today, feel free to keep the toes on the floor. Let's do one more each way. Moving with intention. So the slower we go, the more likely we are to keep our balance. In theory, anyway. Now let's bring the right knee or heel up. We're going to pause. Lovely. So that left hand is going to come across the body to the outside of the leg or the hip. And reach the other arm back behind you. Thumb is up. Now try not to lift that right hip. Try and level the hips up. And if you're feeling really brave and balanced, maybe take the gaze over your back arm. Lovely. Let's slowly release. Bring the foot down, reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swim the arms back. Lovely. Other side. Pause, left heel or knee lift. So this time it's the right arm that comes across. Other arm reaches back. So again, try and drop that left hip. Option, take the gaze over that back arm. Woo, wibble wobbles is okay. Lovely. Lower the foot, reach the arms up. Last time as you swim the arms back. Beautiful. Reaching the arms up. Inhale. Oh, letting it go in that forward fold. Exhale. Lifting up halfway. And let's step back into your downward facing dog. And from your downward dog, drop down onto all fours. Take a moment in child pose. So maybe bring those big toes together. Widen your knees. And just take a moment in that child pose to check if you've got your arms in front of you, that you haven't brought the shoulders up towards your ears. So go ahead and maybe soften your elbows, bend the elbows, and just rest your head on your hands there just to allow the shoulders to release. It's such a shame if we kind of undo all of that good work that you've done with the shoulders to release them if we then, in our resting pose, drag those shoulders up. So just release it. Just take a couple of breaths there, allowing the body to settle. And just being mindful about those shoulders as you reach the arms forwards in front of you. And come up onto all fours, rippling forwards, down onto your tummy now. Maybe, again, just bringing those hands onto your head, stretching the legs back behind you. A little wiggle across the front of your hips to level up across your pelvis there. And then bring your right heel in towards your bottom. Just stretch out the quads. So flex foot, maybe you stay there. Or maybe the right hand can reach around, take hold of the foot, and bring that heel towards your bottom. Only if that feels good, you can always keep your hands onto the head. You're holding your foot, you're not lifting the knee up off the floor, you're pressing those hips down into the mat, lengthening out through the front of your thigh there. With control, we're going to let that foot go. Bring the hands under the head and then swapping sides. We're going to kick the left heel in. Maybe you stay there or reach round, heel to bottom. Pressing the front of the hips a little bit more firmly in towards the floor there. Release the leg, bring the hands under the head, bend both knees. And just sway the legs from side to side or draw a little circle. Allowing the front of the hips, the knees, thighs to relax. And extend the legs back behind you. Push yourself up onto all fours. You just swish your feet round to one side so you can drop your hips and extend those legs out in front of you, back to where we started almost. That's it. Reaching the arms up, breath in. And breathing out. Let's come back into that forward fold, and maybe there's a little bit more space available towards the end of a practice rather than at the beginning, or not. So case maybe some hamstrings are reluctant to stretch, and that's okay. All the way down. Roll your way back up. We're going to slide that right leg in towards you. Foot on the floor. Keep that foot on the inside of the leg as you lift yourself up. Left hand or elbow brings that knee in. Big twist so that right arm circles back behind you. Taking that twist towards your bent knee there. Go over that back shoulder if it feels good. Sitting up nice and tall, not forgetting what that other leg is doing, so flex the foot there. come back through center, let that knee drop open. And we'll open that left leg out to the left on a diagonal there. That's it. Left hand on the leg somewhere and reach the right arm up. As you come over that straight leg, you're going to bring the hand behind the head, cradle the head in the hands just to pull the top elbow back, keep the chest lifted. Some of you might be able to come down onto your forearm on the inside of the thigh. Now, if you want to straighten that top arm, nothing else changes. You keep the chest lifted. Lovely. Slowly release. Bring the right hand down behind you, left arm in front of the face. And we've got the option to pick up the hips. Bring into that little back bend if it feels good. And then lower yourself down. Bring the soles of the feet together in front of you. Holding onto your shins, lifting up nice and tall. And maybe you can fold forwards a little ways, just pressing your elbows against your knees. Then bring those knees together. Keep the left foot on the floor as you stretch the right leg out in front of you. So on the other side now. Right hand or elbow hugs the knee. And take a circle with the left arm. So you're just bringing the hand down behind the hips. You can sit up nice and tall as you take that twist. And as you turn back to center, letting that knee drop open. Right leg out in the diagonal there. Again, right hand above or below the knee as you take the other arm up. Over the top hand behind the head, you can really point that top elbow up towards the sky, opening up through the chest. Now, if you can keep that chest lifted, you might straighten that top arm, only if that feels good. And then go ahead and bring that left hand down behind the hip, right arm in front of the face, pushing the hips up. And then slowly coming down, soles of the feet together. Again, holding onto your shins, lifting up nice and tall, and taking that little forward fold. An option this time to stretch the arms out in front of you, bringing your fingertips to the floor, rounding the back there. Keep pushing those knees down. Nice. And then give those knees a nice hug. Give yourself a little squeeze. Come down to lie on your back, bringing those knees with you. Oh, have a little rock from side to side. And keeping that right knee hugged in, go ahead and stretch the left leg out in front of you. Squeezing that right knee up and in towards the chest. And a nice release for your low back. And holding on around the back of the leg, let's take the leg up to the sky. You can always re-bend the other leg, just like we did at the beginning. Pulling the toes towards your face, option lifting the head and shoulders up off the floor as you bring that knee towards you. And slowly rolling back down. Swapping sides, so left leg comes up and in, right leg stretches away. That nice stretch for the low back, and then hold on around the back of the leg. Take that left leg up, maybe flexing the foot a little bit more strongly. An option, if it feels good, to lift head and shoulders up towards your knee. And roll your way back down. Extend the arms, extend the legs back into that full body stretch. A little wiggle and a jiggle there. And then slowly, slowly lower the arms. You can re-bend the knees as you find a comfortable position for Shavasana. So you decide where you want to be there too. Either keeping the legs outstretched or bending. So you decide. Take a moment to get nice and comfortable there. Settling the shoulders away from the ears one last time. That's it. Again, as you close down the eyes, taking that nice deep breath in. Again, breathing out, letting go of something somewhere, a little pocket of tension perhaps. Again, the niggles, the worry, the thought that's been going round in your mind. When you're ready to go ahead with the rest of your day, remembering again that sense of this year to move with intention, rather than rushing, to listen to our bodies, to use that inner wisdom, that intuition. As you start to begin to move your body, maybe your fingers, your toes, maybe a little roll of your head from side to side. Slowly, slowly, bring the knees up and towards the chest one last time. A little roll until you can lie on one side and then come up to seated when you're ready. Beautiful, team. Let's bring the hands together at the heart. And I found this lovely quote about intuition. It's from the French Prime Minister, who I think was Prime Minister, if I remember rightly, during the First World War. And he wrote, "With science, we can prove. With intuition, we can discover." Taking a nice deep breath in as you reach the arms up, wishing you many intuitive discovery on this new year of the snake ahead as you bring the hands down to your heart. Thank you too. And namaste. Thank you, thank you. I was going to learn to say Happy New Year in Mandarin, and I thought I would butcher it. Happy New Year.